I'm the Director of Clinical Services in St Joseph's Hospital. I lead on all clinical care within the hospital, and I'm also leading the response to the COVID-19. How COVID spreads is by coming into direct contact with the virus. So if we can break that chain, because it's spread by sneezing, coughing, talking, or actually directly touching a contaminated surface. So for us, we've had to look at all our pathways throughout the hospital and say, okay, where potentially could COVID hide? If we start with what have we actually done within the building, we've actually closed one of our main entrances. We've actually then, when you come in, you can't go any further until you've washed your hands. And that doesn't matter if that's in the main hospital building where you would come in for surgery, in our diagnostics where you would come in for an MRI, or in our outpatients. The first point of call when you come in is you wash your hands. It doesn't matter if you're a patient, a member of staff, everybody has to do it. So the key message for everybody is wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. In reception, we have made the decision to remove all the carpets. So we've now put vinyl flooring down, which can be washed on a regular basis. Similarly, we had chairs which had wipeable fabrics, but again, we've chosen to remove those and replace them with vinyl. They can be washed with disinfectant throughout the day. We've removed some of the chairs to increase the social distancing and to ensure that people do not need to sit alongside one another. Every action we're taking is to prevent COVID coming into the hospital, and the reason we're doing that is to keep you safe, make sure that when you come in for surgery, the chances of having any complications are reduced, because if you should have COVID, it's been shown there's a higher risk of complications. But also, we wouldn't want you to take COVID home to your family, or would we want our staff to take it home to their families or the next patient. We've thought long and hard, what can you as a patient do to help us to keep you safe? So we're requesting that you self-isolate for 14 days, but during that 14 days, we will call you in and do a COVID test to show that you are negative, and that will normally be within approximately 72 hours before coming into surgery. So once the patients come into hospital, we've made all our rooms now single person rooms. We've put vinyl flooring down, we've put single-use curtains. When you have your blood pressure taken, it's a single-use cuff for you, so it will be used throughout your patient journey. All our staff will, when they're doing any interaction with you, will be in some form of PPE. If you are asked to go from your wardroom to theatre, you will be asked to wear a mask. Again, that's for your self-protection. We feel it's really, really important that we try and prevent COVID coming into this hospital. As a patient, if you choose to come to St Joseph's and you've done your part by staying at home for 14 days self-isolation, a COVID negative test, once you arrive at the hospital with all the infection controls measures we've put in place, I would hope you would feel safe.